Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei are back in the spotlight. Rumors of their wedding suddenly exploded on social media, spreading at an unstoppable rate, leaving fans wondering, is this real or just a deliberately created illusion? It all started with an anonymous post claiming the two were planning their wedding in August 2026. It didn't take long for the rumor to go viral. Within hours, online forums, short video platforms, and even fan communities were abuzz with speculation. Many began connecting pieces of past events previously dismissed as coincidence. Some fans claimed to have seen the signs long ago. Their behind-the-scenes interactions, their gazes deemed too deep during interviews, and even small moments now being reanalyzed in detail. It all felt like puzzle pieces suddenly falling into place. However, many were skeptical. They saw the rumors' timing as too perfect. Furthermore, the news coincided with the promotion of their upcoming drama, sparking theories that it was all part of a marketing strategy. The entertainment industry is no stranger to this kind of tactic. Creating chemistry, not only on-screen but also off-screen, is often an effective way to attract public attention. And when two young, highly popular actors are paired together, rumors like this almost seem inevitable. But what makes this situation different is the intensity of the fan reaction. The community is divided into two fairly clear camps. Some believe their relationship is real, even developing into a serious one. On the other hand, others believe it's all just a carefully controlled narrative. The believers typically rely on emotional evidence. They point to how the two seem comfortable with each other, how their interactions feel natural, and how the energy they display doesn't seem artificial. To them, this is more than just acting. Meanwhile, the skeptics focus on patterns. They compare them to previous cases in the entertainment industry, where relationship rumors often surface just before or during the premiere of major projects. They see this as a recurring pattern. Amidst this debate, various theories have emerged, further muddying the waters. Some claim there were leaks from the production crew. Some even say that one of the parties' families has known about the relationship for a long time. However, nothing has been definitively verified. Interestingly, neither Zhang Linghe nor Tian Xiwei has issued an official statement. This silence has only fueled the growing rumors. In the entertainment industry, silence is often louder than clarification. Some industry analysts even suggest that this lack of clarity may be deliberate. By not confirming or denying, public attention is maintained. Every speculation becomes highly effective free promotion. However, there's also a more romantic perspective. What if this is a real love story that just happened to unfold in the spotlight? Isn't everything supposed to be viewed strategically? Sometimes, two people can truly fall in love, even under the pressure of the industry. Looking back on their careers, they're both in a very busy phase. Busy schedules, public pressure, and high expectations make their personal lives extremely precious. Under such circumstances, a genuine relationship is a rare treat. Their on-screen chemistry is undeniable. Many viewers report feeling a strong connection whenever they appear together. This certainly strengthens the belief of some fans that what they see on screen may have roots in the real world. However, we also can't forget that these are professional actors. The ability to create convincing emotions is part of their job. What seems real may not necessarily be what's actually happening behind the scenes. Over time, this rumor shows no signs of abating. On the contrary, more and more content is being generated discussing, analyzing, and even debating every tiny detail. From the clothes worn, to the locations visited, to seemingly ordinary social media posts. This phenomenon demonstrates the powerful influence of fandom culture in shaping narratives. Fans are no longer mere spectators, but also active detectives searching for and crafting their own stories. Ultimately, the big question remains, is this truly a budding love story, or just part of a grand entertainment strategy? The answer may never be fully clear. What is certain is that this rumor has succeeded in generating one thing: attention. And in an industry driven by attention, that is a victory in itself. Perhaps we will just have to wait for the truth to be revealed. Or perhaps, like so many other stories in the entertainment world, this mystery will remain a mystery, leaving us to continue asking questions, guessing, and remaining involved in a story that may not be true. But a few days after the rumor grew, a new incident emerged that again sparked a wave of speculation. A fan account shared a candid photo allegedly showing Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei in the same location at nearly the same time. While the image wasn't entirely clear, it was enough to set the internet ablaze. Within a short time, the photo was analyzed from various angles. Some tried to match the building background, others compared their outfits, and even traced their possible filming schedules. Every tiny detail seemed to be a crucial clue for fans already immersed in theories. However, shortly afterward, an indirect denial emerged from a party allegedly close to the production team. They stated that the location was indeed a public area frequently used for various projects, so the possibility of a private meeting could not be confirmed. This statement, instead of calming the situation, only further fueled public confusion. Amidst all this, entertainment media outlets began to amplify the issue with sensational headlines. These emotionally charged headlines made it increasingly difficult to distinguish rumors from facts. Many who had initially been unconcerned with the situation began to become curious. On the other hand, some fans were growing weary of the situation spiraling into obscurity. They hoped for an official statement to put an end to all the speculation. But the longer they remained silent, the stronger the narratives that formed beyond their control. Interestingly, in subsequent public appearances, both Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei maintained their usual professionalism. Neither made any direct statements confirming or denying the rumors. This attitude made it even more difficult for many to guess what was really happening. Some industry observers believe this situation is a perfect example of how digital narratives can evolve without limits. One small piece of information, even if unverified, can turn into a major story when fueled by public sentiment and social media algorithms. However, others are more cautious, warning that reading too deeply into every celebrity interaction can lead to misunderstandings. Not all closeness means a romantic relationship, and not all coincidences have hidden meanings. However, the allure of this story lies precisely in its uncertainty. As long as there are no definitive answers, the public will continue to fill in the gaps with their own imaginations, hopes, and theories. And that's where the rumor continues to thrive, growing and evolving unchecked. Amidst the constant torrent of rumors, various edited videos have emerged that reinforce the narrative of Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei's relationship in the public eye. Drama clips, old interviews, and even promotional moments are reassembled to create interconnected evidence. This kind of content spreads quickly, blurring the lines between fact and interpretation. At the same time, social media algorithms are amplifying the rumors. Every small interaction about the two is immediately recommended to more users, creating a snowball effect that's hard to stop. The more people talk about it, the more their names appear in timelines, as if the rumor has taken on a digital life of its own. But ultimately, it all comes down to one thing: the lack of official confirmation. As long as Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei haven't made a direct statement, this story will remain a gray area. And perhaps that's the greatest appeal of this entire saga, a mystery that keeps the public waiting for answers that may never come.